evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Livingston. We had some strong storms move through the area this evening. To start things off, we're going to turn things over to meteorologist Trevor Burchett for a recap. Trevor?
Yeah, Riley, luckily some of those storms are starting to move out of here. We had some strong storms earlier, even some reports of hail across the area. So, you know, some people really got whopped earlier, but the good news is it's all moving out of here. I'm going to show you that on radar right now, and you'll be able to see that all across the area. We are still seeing a few areas of showers and even a few areas of thunder, but off to the west, all that clearing, that trend is going to continue. And I think in the next hour or so, we're going to see this clearing line come on through this. So the severe weather threat basically over. Can't rule out some gusty winds or some small hail in these areas of heavier rain moving into West Alabama. But for the majority of us, we will not have to deal with any severe weather overnight tonight. There is a pretty hefty storm moving into western Alabama right now. This came through Tupelo earlier, so if you're in Lee County and you saw some heavy rain earlier, this is where it came from. But like I said, it's now pushing over into West Alabama. And here in the Golden Triangle, we've got one little line of hefty storms coming through Lowndes County right now, right over downtown Columbus. But that too is going to be out of here in the next little bit, and our threat for storms will come to an end. So as I mentioned, some pretty good amount of storm reports across the area. Hail up to the north and down to the south. Some gusty winds south of Attala County. But the good news is all of this is moving out of here. I'll tell you all about that upcoming forecast in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Trevor. One Florida woman is lucky to be alive after police discovered her tied up in a car. Police are looking for her ex-boyfriend, who she says tried to set the vehicle on fire with her inside.
Daytona Beach police say they were called to this dark parking lot at the corner of ISB and Hagen Terrace at around 8 o'clock Thursday night. It's here they say they found a woman whose wrists were tied with a zip tie to her steering wheel. They said that she had silver duct tape around her mouth and head and around both of her ankles. Investigators say she told them her ex-boyfriend, Gibbon Aglador, and a friend of his she knows only as Eric, tied her up here. She also said Eric poured rubbing alcohol on her clothes and the rest of the car. She said he set some papers on fire and threw them on the passenger seat floor. She said the same thing happened to her the night before at this Walmart on Beeville Road. This is where she says a man tied her up and forced her into her trunk. On Thursday night, police say the woman was able to get to her cell phone where she texted her location to her friends. Right now, police are searching for Aglador and his friend Eric.
Staple of downtown Aberdeen has fallen today. The Aberdeen Main Street clock was discovered with severe damage. The clock was dedicated to the citizens of Aberdeen back in 2013 to honor past and future leaders. Organizers say they do not expect foul play, but an investigation is underway. Well, the Christmas shopping season officially kicked off yesterday with Black Friday. Today was set aside for small mom-and-pop merchants on Main Street, USA. WCBI's Chad Groening has the details.
It was Small Business Saturday, and here on Main Street in Baldwin, shoppers gathered at Fill My Cup Coffee Shop to have a cup of coffee and maybe a pastry. Tammy Lee is the owner.
When I first saw Baldwin, I thought of Mayberry right away, and it was my draw to this town. And now in 2019, it is just a truly genuine, beautiful town. And the businesses support each other, the owners support each other, and it's just a great team we have here in Baldwin.
Well, I just want to encourage everybody as often as you can to shop local, because local is the heart of your communities and towns. We have the big box stores that buy in bulk and you can go get everything, but you know what? In my shop in Paper Moon Clothing, I go out and I select things that I know my customers will like. I try to keep USA made products.
Situated between Paper Moon Clothing and Fill My Cup Coffee Shop is the Alley Cat Gallery, managed by Daphne Taylor.
To shop small businesses gives an opportunity for people to find one-of-a-kind gifts. And just like other small towns, Baldwin has businesses here that are family-owned. They have personalities that are represented in the merchandise that they sell and the people that come in to shop with them. It gives an opportunity for people that visit the stores to buy one-of-a-kind gifts.
Here in Baldwin, merchants are taking Small Business Saturday very seriously. The Chamber of Commerce has produced these cards, which encourages folks to shop small.
It's a fact that out of every dollar spent in the small business, 67 cents stays in the community. when my workers, when they get their paycheck, they pour back into the community by shopping the local boutiques, gas station, foods.
And even though Taylor Witt and her family's business Woodworkings is now on Main Street, Tupelo, not Baldwin, it started in Baldwin. And her custom-made furniture has to compete with the big manufacturers of Northeast Mississippi.
Small Business Saturday is actually really important for us. You know, we're from Tupelo. It's a large furniture hub, but you know, we're a smaller business. There's only 4 of us, so we're not a large production, and we actually build all of our furniture ourselves, and so that kind of sets us apart just a little bit. So it's just really important that, you know, people look at the small business side of things during this time.
Chad Groening, WCBI News.
Small Business Saturday was created in 2010 during the recession as a way to encourage people to bring more Christmas shopping to small businesses. The Vernon Chamber of Commerce is hosting their 2nd annual Christmas After Hours special. 10 businesses around the city will extend their normal business hours for 2 days in December. This gives families an opportunity to shop for last-minute Christmas gifts and decorations. Participating businesses will offer Christmas deals and specials on their merchandise.
We have specials running during Christmas After Hours. Each vendor has something marked different prices. We usually have snacks provided, and then we'll also be doing door prizes and different things just to try to get everybody in here to kind of boost the economy here and keep it local.
Vernon Christmas After Hours will be on December 10th and 17th. A major part of Christmas decorating is the tree. Selecting that perfect tree is important. WCBI's Tyler Hull went to a Christmas tree farm to tell us about the experience.
Worthy Tree Farm has been providing holiday spirit to their customers for years. Co-owner Lyle Worthy says he loves to see the families coming to the farm.
You know, I love to see the children coming out with their parents and grandparents, and it's all about traditions, I believe, in this business. You know, I just love for everybody to come out and enjoy themselves and just kind of spend time together.
Lyle says there's nothing like bringing a real tree home for the holidays.
A real Christmas tree, you know, has a smell, and that's what the first thing everybody always kind of associates with a tree. But like I said, you know, it's kind of part of the tradition that you come out to the farm, spend time with your family, your children, and you get that tree.
The family-owned farm has been open for 9 years, and over those years, they have seen many repeat customers. Today is no different. The Walters come here each year to find that perfect tree.
It took a while. I walked all over this field. I don't know how many acres it is, but there's beautiful trees, and it just, you know, you want the perfect tree for your home.
They tried the fake tree one year, and they say it did not go over well with the family.
We tried it one year, about 5, 6, 7 years ago, and our kids got all upset, man. Didn't smell like a real tree, didn't look like a real tree.
With a little under a month left until Christmas, families are still looking for that perfect tree like the one here beside me. You have until the 20th to come and find that perfect tree here at Worthy Farms.
The farm also offers many different activities for the family, a gift shop, sleigh ride, and a lot of games. For more information, you can visit our website at WCBI.com. A church in Birmingham is stepping up to give people a little help with their medical bills during the holidays. We'll have more on that coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. It's the season for giving, and a church in Alabama says it's giving some families the debt-free gift.
According to online data, the average person spends about $10,000 a year on health care. 26% of those say they have problems paying those bills. During his college years, Elias Turner was one of those people.
It was a challenge for us. Eventually, it was something we were able to grow out of and pay off.
However, many people never can.
They go to the hospital. It's oftentimes interfering with work, so you can't even earn the money to pay off the bills. And
that's where St. Luke's Episcopal Church in Birmingham is stepping in. They partnered with RIP Medical Debt to pay off medical debt for those who need it most.
RIP buys medical debt directly from hospitals for pennies on the dollar. And so their average return for every $1 you donate to RIP, they're able to forgive $100 worth of medical debt, which is just insane.
What's even more insane is the response St. Luke's saw from the community. First, they thought they would at least be able to cover Birmingham with more than $10,000 in donations. However, Money kept pouring in, even after the 6-week deadline.
When it's all said and done, yeah, we hope to have forgiven about $7.5 million plus of medical debt.
That's enough to cover 14 counties across the state, giving families a life-changing gift this holiday season.
Some areas saw a little bit of hail. This was down in Nanawaya earlier. Check out that dime-sized hail. That can definitely leave a dent in your car. Luckily, all of this is moving out of here, and we're in for some good weather. I've got all those details right after this. Stay with us.
Your WCBI First Alert AccuWeather forecast with meteorologist Trevor Burchett.
As expected, plenty of showers and storms moving through the area today. This is that Alpha Insurance camera time lapse from Tupelo. We turned the camera a few times, but look at those storms racing through. Lots of rain through the day in Tupelo. They unfortunately actually got the most rain out of anybody today. We didn't get quite as much in the way of storm activity down to the south, but still plenty of storms all across the area today. And this is a live look in Vernon at Durham's Pharmacy there. A little bit of rain still falling over in West Alabama, but I think all of this rain is going to be out of here in the next 30 minutes to an hour. Like I mentioned, lots of storms out there. Look at this amazing lightning picture from KENNETH, BALTZLEY. This was from up near the Air Force Base. So this is what we were dealing with through the day. You definitely don't want to be outside during that. But as I mentioned, the good news is this is all making its way out of here. Most everybody is not seeing any rain at all right now. We do still have a few storms, like I mentioned, in West Alabama coming through Vernon, just north of Fayette, and also down to the south, just coming through Noxubee County right now. But the good news is, now that this line has come through, anybody west can be given the all clear. No more severe weather expected overnight tonight. And once these showers and storms move out of here, we're going to be able to give everybody the all clear. So go ahead, go to bed. No severe weather to worry about overnight tonight. Get you a good night's sleep. Don't worry about any storms overnight tonight. As a matter of fact, we're going to be clearing out overnight tonight and into the day tomorrow. As I mentioned, Tupelo really racking up the rainfall today. Over 2 inches of rainfall there, close to it in the northern portion of Itawamba County and southern Tishomingo County. Just about a ½ inch here in Columbus, just over that in Starkville. Lower amounts down off to the south and east, but just about everybody seeing a good little bit of rainfall today. Tornado watch now only includes the Golden Triangle and Noxubee and Winston counties. As I mentioned, that's going to continue to be trimmed back, and I think here in the next 30 minutes or so, the National Weather Service down in Jackson will also cancel that watch, and like I mentioned, everyone will be given the all clear. Overnight tonight, that cold front's going to continue to sweep through. By 1 or 2 a.m., most everybody is going to see clearing skies, winds switching around from the west, helping to clear all of that out of here. Waking up on Sunday morning, 9 a.m., plenty of blue sky, gusty winds, and it is going to be just a little chillier out there, starting out near 50 by 9 a.m. Notice, though, winds gusting up to 30 miles an hour through the day at times out of the west. So you definitely want to hang on to your hats through the day on Sunday. High of about 56 for us here in Columbus. Just about everybody in the low to mid 50s. This is a look at those sustained winds through the day tomorrow, gusting up to 20 miles an hour sustained, but wind gusts at times could reach 30 miles an hour in spots. After that, though, beautiful weather in store. Not bad for Sunday either. We'll stay with a mix of sun and clouds through the week. Next best chance of rain is not going to be until Friday, and I think that's going to be more of a Thursday night, Friday event, so not a complete washout for Friday. The good news is whatever comes through is going to get out of here quick, keep us near 60 for the weekend with a mix of sun and clouds. So some great weather for next weekend. I think we need it after today.
You know, I think we do. You know, I was telling you earlier, it did feel kind of good until the rain started hitting. I mean, it was pretty good.
It was that like muggy, that, you know, your grandma walks out and she's like, I know it's going to storm today. It was one of those days.
It really was. I'm not going to lie. I walked out with a sweater earlier and I was like, you know, we're going to take this off.
Yeah, you might need it tomorrow morning though. Keep it handy.
A little bit chilly. Yep. And you know what? It was actually pretty good weather in Alabama, it seems like, for a pretty big game. You know,
a little upset for you, I think.
We're not going to talk about that one. But one of the best rivalries in college football, the Iron Bowl. Courtney has highlights of the historic game when we come back.
WCBI Sports with Courtney Robb.
The Iron Bowl, one of college football's greatest and most intense rivalries. After losing quarterback Tua Tagovailoa to a hip injury, would quarterback Mac Jones be able to step into the role, secure a win, and a potential college football playoff spot for Alabama? Let's get to the game. Auburn hosting the 2019 Iron Bowl. First quarter, Bama up by 3. Auburn quarterback Bo Nix with the QB keeper. A 7-yard touchdown. Auburn leading 7-3. Second quarter tied at 10. Alabama QB Mac Jones picked off by defensive back Smoke Monday. Deserving and wanting all that smoke, he gets the 29-yard touchdown to take a 17-10 lead. Ensuing kickoff, wide receiver Jalen Waddle takes the kick. Goes 98 yards into the end zone for the Crimson Tide. Touchdown, game tied at 17. 2 minutes remaining in the half. Alabama up 24-17. Nix throws deep, finds wide receiver Seth Williams. The one-handed snag. A 37-yard pickup, and so good you need to see it twice. Same drive for the Tigers. Nix throws. An incredible catch inside the end zone by Sal Cannella, the wide receiver, for the 14-yard touchdown. It's all tied up at 24. 45 seconds left in the half. Jones hits Waddle. A 58-yard touchdown. Alabama taking a 31-24 lead at the break. Out of the half, midway through the third quarter, Jones finds pressure, throws to Harris, but is intercepted by Auburn linebacker Zacoby McClain. Takes it for a 100-yard return. Tigers get the touchdown and go up 37-31. Moving into the early fourth quarter from there. The 2-point game, Jones throws deep to Waddle in the end zone for a 28-yard touchdown. Waddle's fourth of the game to give Alabama a 45-40 lead. 8 to go in the game. Running back Sean Shivers plows through to defenders, knocks off a helmet, and gets the touchdown. Tigers back on top after the 2-point conversion, 48-45. And with a chance to tie the game up. The kick off the crossbar. Down goes Alabama. Auburn coming away with the upset, 48-45. Alabama finishing the season 10-2 with not a single top 25 win. The Crimson Tide will have to wait fate on Selection Sunday. Here's what Nick Saban had to say after the loss.
Nobody feels worse than him, and we all feel bad, and we all should. We all should. I should feel bad that we didn't do a better job with our team. And, you know, the players, it's okay for them to feel bad too, because we didn't play as well as I hoped that we would. And Joe's play is just one play. One play doesn't win or lose the game. There were a lot of other plays in the game that put us in the situation that we were in. So, and I know nobody feels worse about it than Joe. He's, you know, a great young man.
The question that all Mississippi State fans want answered: will Moorhead be staying or will he be going? That question is answered when we come back. Stay with us. Welcome back. Mississippi State head coach Jim Moorhead is officially 2-0 in the Egg Bowl. And leading up to the game, plenty of chatter on what losing the rivalry matchup would mean for the Bulldog head coach. For now, it seems Moorhead is safe in Starkville. First reported by Steve Robertson of 24/7 Sports. Sources from Mississippi State saying that the administration will retain Moorhead for a third season. Moorhead faced a tumultuous year, starting with suspensions to NCAA violations before the beginning of the season, along with the injury bug just to top it off. The second-year head coach finishing the regular season 6-6, now awaiting bowl game selection after the Egg Bowl. Moorhead sharing some thoughts on his future with the team.
No one wants more success than me, and no one wants to win as quickly to get to a championship. I get that part, but I also have a sense of logic and reason, and understand that great things take time. And, you know, we want to be like the 98-99 teams, because they were the last one to win an SEC championship. So we'll get there, and I understand people were frustrated at times, and no one was more frustrated than me. But to have a knee-jerk reaction and say this and say that in year two and go pound sand, I don't care. The only people I care about are the kids in that locker room, and you ask any one of them who they want to be the head coach of this school, they do. Everyone else go kick rocks.
Really quick, I was hoping to be able to show you a score graphic of a Friday night NCAA basketball game that happened between Ole Miss and Oklahoma State. The two teams were facing off in the NIT tip-off. Unfortunately, I cannot show you this graphic, so I'm just going to tell you what happened because I am personally, or we're able to get the graphic. Let's get that up. Fantastic. Look at this final score. Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, it baffled me. I had to look up this multiple times to make sure that this was the correct final. 78-37, Ole Miss falls to Oklahoma State in the NIT tip-off championship game. If you want to know what happened, we'll just look at some of those stats underneath. 15 of 58 from the field for the Rebels, making 1 of 23-point shot attempts. And just to top it all off, Oklahoma State scoring 21 points off of Ole Miss's 20 turnovers. If anything tells you how much the Rebels struggled in this game, Bree and Tyree, the guard that everybody knows and trusts, finishing the day leading with 7 points and 5 rebounds. So definitely not Ole Miss's best game. They fall to 5-2 on the season, returning home to play Butler in Oxford coming up on Tuesday. That's it for sports. We'll be back with more. Stay with us.
I'm going to go ahead and give the all clear for severe weather overnight tonight. Get you some sleep. Don't worry about the weather tonight. Don't worry about it for the next 7 days. Honestly, great weather till Thursday. Maybe some sprinkles on Friday, but overall a really nice week.
I was going to say, it looks like a really good forecast.
Yeah, not bad.
Really good forecast. Some nice, clear days to come.
Yep, for sure.
We have no Fridays left, so
Oh.
don't have to worry about the rain on Friday anymore.
I know.
That's true. So I guess it's a big stress off at all.